Do you know what this graph is called? This graph is called a scatter plot. A scatter plot is a plot of all the ordered pairs in a table. So we can say that each of these points on the scatter plot represents an ordered pair. Take a minute to write this down in your notebook. That way, you will always know how to identify a scatter plot. There are a couple of other important things to know about a scatter plot. A scatter plot is not necessarily a function, but it is a relation. Sometimes the data is not a straight line. If you look at this graph, you'll see that in this graph the data does not represent an exact straight line. It is still a scatter plot of the data. It is comparing and looking at the hours of study and then the score people get on a test that's called the Regents. Now, to think about the relationship between these points, we can draw a line of best fit, a line that connects the most of these points together. Let's take a look at what the line of best fit is for this graph. I can draw a line right through the center of the data. Now, the points that are up here and the points that are down here are not exactly on the line, but this is still the line of best fit for this data. Here's that scatter plot back again from the first graph. Let's draw a line of best fit on this graph. It's going to contain more of the points than the last graph, because you can see that more of the points are concentrated in the middle of this graph. Let's draw the line of best fit. Here's a line of best fit for this graph, and you can see that there are many points that are contained on this line. Here is a set of ordered pairs. Let's graph these ordered pairs and see what our scatter plot looks like. Let's graph them on the coordinate grid. Now let's draw a line of best fit. Notice that by graphing this line, we can show that there are 2 points that are on the line. 0, 6 is on the line, and 4, 9 is on the line. Now, as long as we have 2 points that are on a line, we can write the equation for this line. Let's take these points and now write the equation for this line of best fit. The first thing we need to do is find the slope. Here's the formula we can use for finding the slope of the line. The slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Now let's substitute the values into this formula. When we subtract, we have negative 3 over negative 4, which simplifies to 3/4. So we can say that the slope of the line is 3/4. Now the line crossed the y-axis at positive 6. So we can say that the y-intercept is 6. Now we have enough information to write an equation in slope-intercept form. Y equals 3/4 x plus 6. This is the equation for our line of best fit.